Good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here among such distinguished professionals. I'd like to thank you, S. Update, for inviting me to speak at a webinar on building maintenance and repair. This topic today actually is really important for architecture, engineering, and the construction industry. As already introduced, but I'm again just introducing myself, which I'm Associate Director of Facade Forensics Private Limited, which is the part of Avant International, which is multidisciplinary facade consulting firm with over 3 decades of international experience in facade design, engineering, and consulting. Before we begin today's presentation, I would like to share a short video that provides an overview of facade forensics and the work we do, just for your visuals.
Every building begins with a vision imagined by architects, created to inspire generations, designed to leave a lasting mark on the city's horizon. A building is an investment, a legacy, and every facade is expected to protect that legacy for decades. But time has its own plans. Year after year, buildings endure relentless exposure to wind, rain, UV, pollution, and movement. Materials age, systems deteriorate, connections weaken, and often the warning signs remain unseen until they begin to affect the building and its occupants. Water penetration, unwanted air infiltration, acoustic discomfort, condensation, material deterioration, disengaging facade elements, life safety concerns. When a building envelope no longer performs as intended, the question is no longer what is happening. The question is why. This is where facade forensics begins. Since 1997, we have helped building owners, asset managers, architects, and engineers solve complex building enclosure and facade challenges across more than 20 countries. We are the firm you call when your building envelope is not performing as promised, not with assumptions, but with investigation. Using advanced tracing technologies, we investigate facade failures with exceptional precision, identifying air and water penetrations within 12 millimeters for accurate diagnosis and targeted remediation. Supported by a dedicated team of over 20 facade specialists, we combine field expertise and advanced diagnostics to uncover the true source of facade failures. Because effective remediation begins with understanding the root cause, not simply treating its symptoms. Behind every facade is a team that sees what others don't.
So topic today I'm just chosen here for the facade, which is actually the external skin of the building. Nowadays, you can see the high-rise towers in the residential, commercial, hospital buildings and hospitality buildings. So everywhere you can see the architectural features in terms of the facade. So facade is nothing but this is a combination of glass, aluminum frames, and this again there's if it is related to this complete the operational area, so there will be a visual the vision facade and somewhere the opaque facade like the cladding, stone cladding, SCP cladding, and other types of the skins. Now I'm going to just attract your attraction to understand if these facade is directly exposure to the climate. So what type of the effect or defect will happen with this structure? So there is a main features which on the screen you can see this thermal expansion and contraction, because not only in the principal structure which is the civil structure, but in the facade also these phenomena happens, and then thereafter a continuous wind loading. So there is an annual cycle you can feel if I'm talking about this Mumbai where I'm sitting. So there are very harsh weather in terms of the rainfall and also the humidity. So in that case, we are getting information from the building structures and their owners that there is a big challenge about the humidity controls. Even we are using high performance facades at the starting, but after some time it start to deteriorate. So I can just show you this picture, which is the example of one of the structure, which is the bottom base structure made of completely means holding the structure of facade. So this is the principal bracket and is anchored with the civil structure. Now, due to this continuous aging, after some time like 5 year, 7 year, we found that there is a self deterioration. Even it is maintained, not means it's not maintained properly, but I can say the life of this structure itself deteriorate due to the period. So our concerns to the structures means being just a facade forensic expert, I would like to just show some other features also. So another reason which is related very much is common to nowadays. You can see this one of the residential building where the water leakage is very means heavily it is happening there due to the rainfall, and the occupants are completely upset to how we can restore its the quality and the performance of the facade. So in that case, we insist to the facade industry and the building structures who are the architect or the client or facade contractors. So let them first to investigate the facade, which is the external side, and then thereafter the civil structures also, which is the principal component of the structure. So there is a differential movement between these two elements, two structures, I would say. So this is very much very much scientific to understand. It's not a common which any resident or any buyer can understand. So it's a requirement to just have a scientific investigation and then come with the engineered solution for the long-term sustainability. Then thereafter, if you can see, even this is not a facade, but if you talk about the building, so this cladding part where this opaque building, so behind that nobody can see this type of the deterioration which is happening due to the prolonged water leakage, then humidity and non maintaining the these facade elements. Another thing, if you look at in the facade structures, is very serious issue with the glasses, which is very much vulnerable to the statics defect, and then thereafter this breakage, as well as the performance in terms of the UV. So you can see this image which is showing this a breakage which is not done by any mechanical impact, but it's a self breakage due to the thermal stress. So no one would like to have this type of facade if it is non-engineered, even it is designed properly, but due to the aging and the workmanship, this type of the problem can be insist in the facade. For the team, I would like to have just my another introduction. I am a lead auditor of the ISO 17025 for the facade, as well for this OSA 14,001 and 18,001. Also, I am involved in the National Building Code 2026 for the glass and glazing section, which is the part 6. And currently, I am working on the BIS standard for the facade testing and to maintain the facade for the long time. So there will be a codal provision from the Government of India that will be published soon in next 6 months, I hope. And we are trying to make it much awareness program to just understand how we have to maintain the building facades. Thank you so much.